Hey you guys, this is Lacey with Love and Lacey Tarot. So I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3 guidance for those in a relationship. The message that I just did was guidance for those who are single. So I'm going to focus now on those who are in a relationship. The first card will indicate matters from your life before your current relationship began, and encourages you to take ownership of whatever it is that you still need to resolve or let go of from the past. We got boundaries for that one. So you definitely, I do feel like you need to be setting firm boundaries in your current relationship. You definitely need to take ownership of that, not be a pushover, people pleaser. I literally said in the last video, it was very interesting. Even though you're not single, I do recommend that you watch it. I was saying that you can be in a relationship or married or whatnot, and over time, over years, you kind of get used to each other, and it's kind of like you're single. I do feel like this is that energy that I was kind of already going into. I do feel like boundaries is definitely something that you need to be setting firm about. I don't know why, but I do feel like you're being very disrespected in some way, shape, or form. My light, I don't know why it's not that bright. That's interesting. That's interesting. It's like you guys are on and off with boundaries, is what I'm hearing. And boundaries are very important in any type of human interaction, realistically, on a most general sense. To even, relationships, boundaries are very important. You have to make what your boundaries are known respectfully. But I do feel like you guys are on and off with boundaries. Whoever I'm speaking to, this could be for very few. But boundaries is something you have always struggled with, because I'm hearing that you grew up in a very toxic, narcissistic home and environment. So you weren't really giving a lot of attention, a lot of love that you needed, and your boundaries were constantly crossed as a child. I do feel like I'm speaking more to a feminine energy, but take what resonates, leave what does not. I do also feel a more feminine, masculine energy. So as in, you're masculine, obviously, you're a man, but like you are more feminine. And that has a lot to do with the lack of love that you received as a child. And I'm so sorry for that. But boundaries is definitely something that you need to be working on. And the second card in the middle, but I'm going to go ahead before I read what's in the textbook. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, there's a compatibility issue here. Okay. And that's why boundaries are needed, because the second card is compatibility. So I'm feeling this two ways. I'm feeling like you guys are extremely compatible, as in like you finish each other's sentences, and that's why you need boundaries, and you need space because you're like, bro, like, and dude, like, why are you always reading my mind? Like, you feel like you're being your boundaries energetically are being evaded. You don't like it, but it's because you guys are literally like a mirror of each other. I'm not even joking. Which is a healthy version of, wanting to set boundaries, because who wouldn't want to be with like their best friend, right? But I do feel like you still need to set boundaries, because even though you guys are almost identical in souls and dealings with each other, you still have your own essence, right? You still are you, and he still is he, and she still is she. You get what I'm saying? You still need to have a sense of your own self instead of being attached to the hip. That's what I'm hearing, first and foremost. Then the other part of this is you are just not compatible at all. You might be a year into the relationship, 2, 3, 5, 10, and you are just like, wow, I did not know that's what I married, what I got myself into. I'm setting boundaries. You are like clear cutting boundaries. I'm hearing red tape. I don't know why I just heard red tape. Red flags. You might be seeing a lot of red flags that are causing you to set boundaries, heavy boundaries, and you're coming to a realization that you guys just are not compatible. It's like oil and vinegar, or like oil and water. You know what I'm saying? Like the oil just seems to rise and bubble, and the water's just there, right? So the second card in the middle indicates a topic that can be shared, discussed, or put right with your partner right now. It will also show you what your strengths and gifts are to remind you that you're lovable and worthwhile. Now, I'm not even going to read the third card yet. I'm just going to let the third card fly out, and then we'll go from there. Abundance. Ooh, I like this. See, I'm liking this whole shift, right? Because in a relationship, what do? You communicate. A healthy relationship, that is. You have to communicate. You have to set the boundaries. Talk about lack of compatibility. How can we meet each other halfway? How can we make this work so that we can be the abundant, fruitful couple that God gave us, right? That God united us together with, right? And I'm definitely going to say, hands down, that is the message that I got, and I'm going to read from the book. The third card on the right indicates the areas you would benefit from paying more attention from now on. By working with this card, you will create positive experiences for yourself straight away and open up lovely possibilities for yourself, your partner, and your relationship in the future. So basically, everything that I said for the first two cards is going to bring the abundance, okay? Because happy home, happy wife, happy life. Happy home, happy husband, happy life, okay? And or however you are in a relationship. If you're guy, okay, girl, okay. But regardless, setting healthy boundaries, maintaining those boundaries, kind of like having a roommate sometimes. I am a single mother, so I don't have a significant other, but I am very, very big on boundaries with my children and letting them know when we are not compatible, because sometimes we're not, and I have to set those boundaries. So I can definitely relate to this. I know for sure when we are all setting boundaries with each other, because I have two daughters, we flow so peacefully. So this is your message, 707. Somebody might be born in 1977, 711. Your birthday might be in Cancer season, but this is your message. I hope you like it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to drink your water, take your vitamins, and shalom, namaste.